All right, folks, how you doing? So I just thought I'd make a quick video wishing my good friend Ricky D. Phillips a happy birthday and many happy returns. He's one of my best friends. I've had the good fortune of knowing him for a couple of years now. An excellent historian, certainly a man after my own heart in many ways. I've actually got three out of his, I think, five or six books now, and they're all excellent reads. No, in fact, I've got four. I've got four of his books, and they're excellent. I recommend them all. I think they're all 5 stars. Very well researched, very well compiled and put together. And, he does support what he's saying. Um, you know, I would compare him favorably to other authors that I have on the shelf there. One thing about Ricky is that you can tell that he put in the effort. And he certainly, you know, provides a lot of evidence for what he is saying. In fact, I would consider him to be one of the foremost authorities, one of the greatest historians alive at the moment when it comes to the Falklands War. And he's wrote about other things as well, like Hannibal, the general. I hope he actually releases his second Hannibal book. In fact, I was badgering about that, badgering him about that a few weeks ago. I don't see him that often these days, but I have invited him to two of my birthdays, and I think he's an excellent historian, a very kind and compassionate man, especially towards his pets, his animals. I mean, this is a man who one time, probably more than once actually, literally drove hundreds of miles to adopt dogs without homes. He's got great compassion for animals, particularly dogs. If you ever meet him in real life, he's kind of a loud, boisterous kind of character. Very, I wouldn't say in your face. That's not really the right way to put it, but very much a kind of how can I put this without making him sound like a dick? In fact, the first time I met Ricky, I thought he was a complete dick. I thought I'm not going to get on with this guy at all. This guy's an arsehole. That was the first impression I had of him. But I gave him a chance. That's the thing about Ricky. He comes across, more front than Brighton, as they say. But deep down, the man has a heart of gold. He's kind of loud. He does come across as a little bit arrogant and full of himself, I will admit. But deep down, the man has it where it counts. And if all of us were half the human being that Ricky is, the world would be a much better place. It really would. He can be loud and full of energy, full of vim, as they say. But once you look past all that, the man is the closest thing to a saint I've ever seen, especially when it comes to his pets. And I don't want to say too much about his personal life because obviously that's private. But it's been an honor to know him, and I hope I know him for many years to come. And I hope to invite him to all my birthdays in the future. He would be right at the top of the list, I can tell you. And I love that man to death. I really do. In fact, I remember when I got home from my last birthday, I sent him a message on Facebook Messenger saying, "You're my brother, Ricky." Because he really is the man who's always had my back, and I'll always have his. And what more can I say about him? By the way, if you're wondering why I'm dressed like this, I've got something on later on. But many happy returns, Ricky. Wish you all the best, mate. Take care.